I'm Brian Hendricks, and today we're going to mix up a pickle solution here. I've got 3 gallons of water in this 5-gallon bucket here. I've got increments on here that I can see when I'm filling the bucket up. I can see those through the side of the bucket. We're going to do, it's a basic pickle solution using the McKenzie Ultimate Acid. So I need, I think, yeah, it's a 1/2 ounce of acid, 1 pound of salt per gallon of water. So like I say, I've got 3 gallons of water in there, so I've got 3 pounds of salt right here that I'm going to pour in. And that was weighed out. And that is, I use the Morton granulated, it's non-iodized granulated salt. So you can pick it up usually at a feed store or wherever. And that's going to get completely stirred up. I guess first I'll go ahead and put my acid in there. This is a little 3-ounce Dixie cup, so I need about half full to give me 1.5 ounces of that. That's real close. Now the acid that you put in, depending on what kind of acid you use, and more importantly than that is your water, is going to make a big difference with your pH. So you're going to have to play around with these increments a little bit, maybe, depending on what your water does. This is pH papers. After we stir this all up, we'll check the pH on it. And it's always a good idea to let it set for a day or two before you put anything in it to check it again, because it will change after it's been after it's sat for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up, and then I'll come back and we'll check the salinity and the pH on it then. It's hard to tell right away how dissolved that is. You may have to stir it again and check it a couple times. We will stir it again eventually, but right now this is a salinometer, and it's going to show us the percentage of salt content in our water. And what it does, the more salt, the higher it'll float on there, and it's in percentages on there. It's showing about 45% solution on there. So we'll check the pH. I've got rubber gloves on. You want safety glasses when you're working with acid and stuff. That's nice and dark. So that shows our pH right at 1 right there. And you can get these pH papers that show a little more detail. I think they go from like 1 to 3, something like that. And that's what I should have here. But these work fine after you've done it for a while. You'll understand how it all works. It's a pretty simple process, really. And that gives us our pickle solution. That's all there is to it, other than checking it to make sure it's dissolved, your salt's dissolved. And like I say, let it set for a day or something, until the next day, whatever, and check your pH again before you put anything in there.